Afternoon, crafters. This is part 2 of the shabby chic Christmas tree. Quick recap. Bottle. Oh, the urge there to go bottle glass, but I don't want to show my age. So bottle, circle. We wrap it. Once it's wrapped all the way round, we put it over the bottle, glue it round, we layer up, we glue and layer up our squares that have been turned into points, just like you would a flower square. Fold it in half, misfold it in half, bring across the other bit, glue it. Each one of those is a little point, and we're going to glue them all the way up. Little bit of fuzzy wool around the outside, and I do that all the way up. About every 5 layers of points, I do a little fuzzy bit of wool, just to keep that shabby chic look. Anyway, we keep going and we get higher and higher, and as I told you, it's got to be done by height. If you can work out a way to do it, put in a bit of string to keep it even, please let me know, because I have to do it by eye. Slowly bring it in as you're going up, slowly bring it in the shape of the bottle. Anyway, I've got this far. Okay, she really does take her shape well. We're just on the top half now. At this point, I like to add the top, whatever I've decided, whatever I've choose to go with. You can go with the crystal knobs. I got 7 of these from eBay. No, I got 10 of these from eBay for £7, which I thought was quite good. They polish up lovely. That we can sit on the top, glue it on the top. That makes a lovely topper. And the other toppers I've used for the trees is, did anyone see that little twirl on that plate I left there? I was trying to pretend I hadn't had that for lunch. The other topper I've used, I just glue. I'll show you. Let me see if I show you. Oh, come on, push through. I glue one side. I cover a little lollipop, little tiny square, wrap it round, glue that in place, and then I put another big generous blob of glue, and I put a little flower the other side, and then I grab one of our bling pieces, wherever you get them from. I'm not going to keep on, because you all buy them from different people, so you know where you get your bling items from. And there we are. That's quite a nice little, almost like a star. And then what I do, I push that down. See this last bit here? This, just 2 bits of box cut, push down into the top of the bottle and glued so it's strong. And then if I was putting the topper on, I'd do it like that, glue that on like that, and then leaving these 2 flat pieces of cardboard, it gives it a nice little top to stand it on. Or if you chose to go with the flower, I take a little bit off either side. I think I'll do this one a flower. Take a little bit off either side, because we're obviously going to bring our squares up to there, and I push it down roughly where I want it to finish. You know, you're going by eye again, so you're going to need a little bit more height. Try and keep it centered. Not every one of my trees is centered. Alright, okay. And then we're going to finish it. We'll glue it in place. Doesn't matter about the glue if it's messy. Squeeze it in there, holds it in place. Now then, so I've done a layer of net, so then I'll do some crocheted pieces. So we're getting all different. These are lovely. These are Jean Does Me. They're wonderful. I usually cut them in half and get 2 out of them, but when I get to the top, obviously for stability, I put them in whole, and they look wonderful as they go up. Again, different bits of lace and crochet. Cut it all up, use all your bits. Lovely for using up your bits, this tree. Oh, there we go. And then when we get our next layer of net, that will lay on top of there, and you won't see that. Now, as we get higher, what I've done, if you was to go and stick one of them, you're gonna look, if I do it sideways, you'll see how the shape's changing. So what I have to do is just snip the top of the base off. You do have to just glue on the top. I do use a hell of a lot of glue in this tree, but you can get nearer and keep that shape, you see. So turn, snip the top off. I've snipped the top just a couple off to save some time, and you can see how, well, I thought I had. Let's snip a couple off. You just have to make sure you run out of glue. Just have to make sure you put it right in the end there, because you don't want it coming undone. And turn. Let's snip a couple off. Oh, it's a bit of a thick one. I think that was a 2 squares together to see if I could get any volume quicker. Doesn't always work. It doesn't work trying to be quicker. Just do it at its pace it is. Don't want to spoil it. And turn. And glue. Push it in. Oh, don't forget, all the way up, I was putting these circles of card. About every 4 or 5 layers, put a circle of card in. Obviously decrease the circle as the higher up the tree you get, and that gives it its stability. Is that the right word? Let's hope so. Carry on gluing, and you can see we're getting higher and higher. Oh, that's a nice bit of net. Look at this. That's a nice bit of net. Squeeze it in, because you can fluff it up after. Squeeze it in. If any is sticking up, just glue them and hold them down a minute. And it soon comes into shape. Cut the top off of that again. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Glue. Oh, every one of you crafters I've watched, you all mention the glue strands. Right, where was I? We're nearly there, look. We're nearly there. A couple more fine ones, I think. Finer the net, the flatter it lays for the top. If you've got fine lace, and then there we are. So now, as a finish, I'll get some of this lace with a dangle on, and as close as you can, a little bit of glue, a lot of glue, close as you can to your topper, push it in. It just dangles down. Makes a lovely end. Makes a lovely end to the tree. And you can push it in all the way round. Can you see how it's pushing it in? They are, well, like all your lace albums and everything that you I don't need to tell you, they all are much better in person. It's tactile. It's a tactile tree. Lace is tactile. Material's tactile. When you're actually touching and holding these albums everybody's making, and beautiful items everyone's turning out. There we are. There we are. Now, that's her done lace-wise. We're going to pop that little. I put one of my hangers. You put that. Oh, I'm here. You stick that, as I showed you, either side, and you carry on going round. I will finish that later. Now, what I do, I keep turning until I feel it's the best side. The best colours. You keep turning until you find what you would say is the front of the tree. Because obviously my friends and family might want to put them in a shelf. Might want to put them on a shelf. So we want the back to look just as pretty as the front. But as you'll see there, can you see that line? That looks like a line. It's not a line. Not when you've got it in person, but on the video it looks like a line. So you look till you find what you think is the best part of the tree. And when you've got what you think is the front of the tree, I'm going to take this as the front of the tree. Then you start adding your bling. Any bling you like. Like I've said, make it your own. I just glue it on. It's turned frontwards so you can see what I'm doing. So, nice generous bit of glue on the back. Hold it for a moment. Step away. An already pretty tree is made so different with a bit of bling. Like all of your albums and all of your work that you do. The minute you bling it up, it's the finish, isn't it? It's adding that finish to it. This tree does eat the glue, I'm not going to lie. That I have found. There we are. So that is the front of my tree. Now the back, hang on, just need a couple more bits. Couple more bits. Oh, that's a deep one. Just needed one more there. Can you see that bling? And then the pearl. Make my own makeshift pearl strand holder using Trisha's loom bands. They've come in so handy. Never give them a thought till she said about the loom bands round the back of a shabby chic flower. What a good idea. All these fabulous ideas these crafters share. And then I do cut these to length. I was trying to make it look like a garland that you would have on a Christmas tree. Let's just have a quick. Right, now then. So again, front of the tree I start. Pop it up under its skirt, glue one end and glue the other end. Now with the garland I keep turning. That's the way I like it. You do it any way you like. Don't add garland, do add garland. Add something more tinsely, more blingy. Right, 1, 2, and I'm going down. Lift her up, pop her on. Oh, what am I doing? Done the wrong end. Lift her up, pop her on. Keep going round. Lift it up, pop it on. Glue the other end. Pop it in. And then I go back to the front and I just turn it a little bit and start from a different point at the top, just like you would if you were putting a garland around your Christmas tree. There we are. See, 1 row, 2 rows. Lift it up, turn. Because of the nature of lace, it's just as pretty at the front as it is at the back. Any little bits popping up, just glue them down. Just glue them down. Right, so, where are we? Here we go, round, round. Need another one there. See the little bits of fibre there, can't you? The bits of wool. And then one more. And then because we've got all the, I call it expensive bling, I then put all the more reasonable bling around the back. Oh, and some flowers, anything you've got, pop them on the back. Butterflies, pop them on. They look cool on. Flowers, anything you've got in your scrap box. One of whatever. There, look at that. Another butterfly. I think this one will go on the front. I tea-dyed. I tea-dyed this butterfly. It was this butterfly here that come from one of the places I bought it from, and I tea-dyed it. It come up lovely. I'm trying to think of the name of the I can't think of the name of the person I looked. I just googled tea dyeing, and oh, there's some lovely ladies talk you right through it. There we go. So that's the garland, bling garland, bits and pieces, and then I've got where's the box? Oh, there's the box. And then all your little bit of bling, just go for it. Wherever you want to pop an embellishment. Is that what they call them? Embellishment. Pop them on. Turn. Pop it on. Turn. Just keep going. Whatever you've got. I mean, these are the only ones I enjoy working with, because I think they go with what I've started here. These dear little, look at that. Look at those dear little, they're ever so reasonable. You get about 100. You get about 100. Oh, look at these glue strands. You get about 100 for 130, I think. And they really do look lovely when they're on the net. Anyway, you got it. You got the idea. You just keep adding them, adding what you want to it, adding what you want to it. I then glue the base round and round. Pop the base. You can't give her too much of a and then glue the base on. Look at that. Look. And then if you want to, you can glue the pearls round the bottom. Look how that changes that. Look how that changes that if they were glued round, or if you want to glue the little embellishments all the way round the bottom. That changes it again completely. So make it your own, whatever you want to do with it. And that's it. Little Christmas tree. Little cutie. Sat here thinking about all the people that have helped me. That'll go off to someone. And as a thank you. And I thank you very much for having a look. Please let me see if you do make one. I'd love to see how yours turn out. Bye.